And we're live.
This is kind of, I guess, a hot take from an ex-NFL athlete. There is no reason to have cheerleaders.
No, none.
I don't understand that shit.
Let me ask you this. 2 minutes left in the game. You're down by 6. All right. You're on the 30-yard line. You're trying to get in there, get this game won. You've lost all hope though. You're beaten, you're bloody, you're tired, you don't have the gas in the tank. But then you hear something. Go, go, go. And you look and there's Tammy. There's Tammy over there with her pom-poms, and she is fucking working it. And you start to believe, right? You start in your head you hear that song from Journey. Don't stop believing. And that
You're getting me pumped up.
Right? You hit that note, man. So you really hit that
if
note.
you need some accompaniment on your next album, just let me know.
Yeah.
No, I really like your music as is. Done.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Stop cock blocking.
But no, man. Like I said, I don't know. Like they don't pump anybody. I guess it's for like in the middle. I don't know. Because I've never really sat in on an NFL game in the stands. Is that like a cool thing to see like women in their underwear? Like I don't know.
So
Maybe before the internet.
NFL game, but I go to hockey games every now and then. And the Carolina Hurricanes, in hockey, they often have to like brush off the ice and smooth it out or whatever, fix it by the goalie or something. I'm sure they hate it. So they come out there with these shovels and such, and they're in bikinis.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, I feel inappropriate. They're obviously here as strippers of some sort. It's cold, it's freezing.
But they are providing a purpose. They're scraping the ice, like
True.
They're getting something done.
That
It'd be
makes
like see, my idea, Arian, tell me if you agree. I think having the female cheerleaders, total waste of time, nonsense. You know what will motivate the players? You know how every once in a while they bring a 91-year-old guy with terminal cancer who's been like a Colts fan his whole life, and they sit him right there. My team's cheerleading section would be like a Benjamin Button kid, a guy with spina bifida, AIDS, cancer, just a litany of terrible things, all decked to the rafters in it. And they all we're talking to the players beforehand about, well, Kyle, not that retarded. They can't be distracted.
No!
They have to be tactfully ill, not inappropriately retarded. And they all are on the sidelines. And at any time you look over, you go, man, I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it for little Timmy and his one remaining hand that he can barely, he's a terrible throw, but I play with him anyway. Like, see?
For you,
You're motivated.
Flipper.
No,
This
I
is
don't
for
think
you.
that'll work, but that's a hell of a description.
You wouldn't look over at that group and feel like, you know what? I'm doing it for liver cancer guy.
No.
Maybe
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
heartless jerk.
maybe they could operate the chains, right? They could operate the chains, and they could measure off where the ball was.
One guy's struggling to
guy's
operate the
last game.
chain as he's wheeling forward, dropping it in.
No, the hot girls operate the chain, because I feel like that's sort of analogous to the hot girls in hockey who come out and scrape the ice. And by the way, I like that because it's cold as fuck down there on the ice. I would imagine. I mean, it was cold in my seats, so they got some pokey nipples down there. They're already hot chicks who can skate, which I admire in a lady. They've usually got a really nice physique, and they're wearing bikinis, and they're down there with it, and they're cleaning, which is my biggest turn on.
Is that your turn on?
Yeah, I see them out there that shovel scraping up some ice, and that gets me going.
I guess that's what I don't understand about cheerleaders. Like in today's society, where like femininity is at an all-time high and feminism is like we're equal. Yeah, like why would you be okay with masquerading around in bikinis when you're not really providing any kind of service? It's just you're more just for show. Like why is that okay?
I think the answer is that feminists get to have their cake and eat it too, and as much of it as they want, because big is beautiful.
Oh,
well, there are no big cheerleaders though.
That's a problem. That's the next move, I think. Like, I want transsexual cheerleaders. I want obese cheerleaders. I want handicapped cheerleaders. The trifecta. I'll come to the games just for that. Like I like football, but like, you put out a freak squad out there, I'm coming for that.
Yeah, this is actually topical. One of the most recent cheerleading moves in the NFL I saw was they added a man.
Oh, I did see that.
All right, so is the man like just doing what everyone else does, or because I like this and I love college football? That's probably my favorite sport to watch. I would think, maybe aside from MMA. I'm a big Georgia fan. I've lived really close to Athens. was fucking lost to Alabama last year, and it's really marked a downturn in my life after Georgia lost.
In fairness to Georgia, they only lost because they weren't as good.
That's exactly true. That's exactly true.
And they were definitely not as good. Like, don't take solace in the fact that you think it might be close, because it wasn't.
But look, I would love to be a male cheerleader in collegiate football. I guarantee they're getting so much ass, right? B, even if
you don't think they're fucking the players who are making like millions and millions and they get like way more show?
They don't get paid in college. They don't get paid in college. Nobody's getting paid.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about college. My bad.
Yeah.
Student athletes. Yeah.
Student athletes. Yeah. And so, I mean, you're grabbing ass just by the nature of your job. Those guys are usually jacked, like not the physique maybe that you'd see of a football player, but more of a gymnast type physique. They're jacked because they're they're pressing women all day, which is my preferred workout, right? Like fuck plates. Like if you can bench a blonde, that's the way to get in shape.
And think about it, your stabilizing muscles are going to get way stronger. Because have you ever tried to if you try and bench like 110-pound weight, it's not hard. But if you try and do that to a 110-pound woman, it's just fat and bones and stuff like all over the place.
So
it's
hard to
balanced.
bench a woman.
You gotta get the proper grip.
They're not good at staying straight. They're like fish. It's a very difficult workout.
Bowling ball.
And especially if they didn't agree to you doing it. Like then they're resisting. And
Mac made it look easy in the Always Sunny promo.
Yeah, he just grabbed her by the clam and hoisted her.
Yeah, bench pressing a woman who's like 120 pounds is really fucking difficult. It's really hard, or at least it always has been for me. I've tried it a couple times, and it was always it was more about getting to grab her ass a little bit and have a little fun because like we weren't going to be doing this for reps. It's a difficult workout.
It is. Yeah,
I don't mean to interrupt the show, but I have to know: do the players get in the way of the chains? I used to work the chain, called it the chain gang, the players would be like in the damn sidelines all the time, and we were almost bullied trying to work the chains for their fucking football game. Bunch of assholes. Does that happen at the higher levels?
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably it can happen, but I think there's a little bit more professionalism in the league, especially because you get like sideline warnings and you get flagged for a penalty if they're too close. So they make you stay behind this line. But like sometimes during the game, I can see how that happens. For sure.